The preparations are underway right now for Cathedral City's Hot Air Balloon Festival. And yes, I'm still live in this hot air balloon, but something's changed since we last saw you at 6 o'clock. Besides this wall, Battersby also produced this piece here in her home studio. She calls it The Thinker, and she says it shows President Obama's compassion.
We want to bring you some breaking news out of Mexico. A magnitude 7.1 quake has hit the Mazatlan area. So far, there's no word on any damage, but the quake was reported to be felt across several southwestern states.
La caminata es este sábado en el Parque de Coachella. Empieza a las 8 de la mañana en el Parque Baghdad.
Right on the other side of these barricades is Mexico. The U.S. installed these barricades about 6 years ago, and since then, Border Patrol has seen less people driving through this area to get into the United States. This is a Boys and Girls Club where Timothy Bradley trains, and today he is giving back to the community that has supported him so much throughout the years, throughout his fights. Take a look at the dozens of people that are waiting to get a turkey from the champ himself. I've been monitoring this anemometer, and just in the last hour, the winds have kicked up 10 miles per hour. At this very moment, as you can see, the reading says 8 miles per hour. But listen to this, that could change to 45 miles per hour by Wednesday. And right now I want to show you some video of Desert Hot Springs earlier that our photographer Sean Elliott captured. That's one of the areas that is expected to be windier. And so the wind advisory will continue until Wednesday at 2 in the morning. The event started about 4 p.m. and it is scheduled to go until about 6. I'm going to step aside so you can see what's going on back here. You can see some of the balloons there. They've paired up the students with scholarship donors according to Balloon Color, and this is really a great opportunity for students to thank donors for scholarship funds. There are speakers here to motivate students to continue their college education. It's really a special event. Live in Palm Desert, I'm Gloria Rodriguez with KMIR News. Now back to you. Comedy star Bruce Valanche will entertain at the event. You may know him from Hollywood Squares. There will also be dinner and a show. It's for an organization called For the Children. They help both foster children and parents. I talked to one family that's a part of the group. Take a look. For Lonnie Montemayor and Jesus Moctezuma, raising children has been a dream come true.
We couldn't imagine our life without our children. I mean, they're the purpose of our life.
The Palm Springs couple adopted 3-year-old Wesley, 22-month-old Simone, and 2-year-old Glenda after fostering them.
I'm a gay man, and I never even knew adoption was a possibility, and to learn that there's so many kids out there that are in need, that if it wasn't for us, they don't have anything, and they didn't ask for this.
Lonnie and Jesus are involved with For the Children. The organization provides training for foster parents as well as support groups for parents and children. According to For the Children, 65 children in the Coachella Valley are removed from their homes every single month due to abuse or neglect. That's why there's such a big need for people to foster children like Glenda and Wesley.
If you've ever even had a thought of it, look into it. I mean, whether you decide you want to do it today or 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, reach out to an organization like For the Children.
Reaching out is something that changed their lives for the better.
It's like a dream, I didn't know it was possible.
And believe it or not, the couple has a total of 5 adopted children, and they may open their home to even more in the future. Now here's the information on the event. At 12 years old, Abigail Snipes has already suffered more pain than many of us will in a lifetime. The Yucca Valley girl is suffering from a rare form of cancer at Loma Linda University Children's Hospital. I visited her shortly after a chemotherapy session. The chemo burned her throat, making it difficult to talk.
It burns, the radiation burns.
To pass the time, Abigail and her mom Angela play games, read books, and watch movies.
It's been tough. It almost feels like a dream. Like we're just gonna wake up in a couple of days and it's just gonna have been a dream. But it's just been hard trying to situate life.
Abigail also has MRSA, which is a type of staph infection, and that's why I'm wearing these gloves and this gown while I go in to visit her. Abigail has been sick since she was 4. In January, doctors removed a cancerous 15-pound tumor. She was diagnosed with plexiform neurofibromatosis, a genetic disorder.
These are type of tumor is very hard to treat. We use all the possibility of the treatment, surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation.
The prognosis for Abigail is not good. Her chances of surviving this?
It's very small.
But Abigail's family is holding out hope she will get better.
Oh, it's so hard for watching her going from, being in school and playing and just running and being a normal preteen to not even enough energy to barely walk to the bathroom. It's almost too much sometimes.
Abigail wants to get back to her school, her family, and her passion, volunteering at a horse ranch. Family friends are holding a fundraiser for the Snipes family.
I know we have an overwhelming amount of bills right now from her surgery and from starting, chemo and stuff.
Is there anything you want people to know about when it comes to what you're going through right now, or what they can do to help, or anything at all that we can tell people who watch your story?
Again, that was our Gloria Rodriguez reporting. Now, something that is lifting Abigail's spirits are cards. Family friends have started a Facebook page called Cards for Abigail, so you can mail her a card.
We've probably all seen these types of images from the border. Immigrants crossing, risking it all in search of a better life. This is a filthy and polluted new river near Calexico, southeast of the Coachella Valley. But a lot has changed since we shot this video in 2007. We took a visit back to our closest border with Border Patrol agent Eduardo Jacobo to see what illegal immigration looks like today.
That's more or less from Mexico, the borderline of Mexico is that.
This is what we found in various portions of the El Centro sector. Nothing. We didn't see anyone crossing the border.
They usually do it at night.
We found out the hotspot for illegal crossings has moved to the much more hidden, rugged, mountainous regions.
It's more dangerous for them, but they take the risk for us to have a harder time to find them.
Since we visited, Border Patrol has added cameras, fences, and manpower to curb illegal immigration. And it's worked. According to the U.S. Border Patrol, the number of apprehensions in El Centro has been going down for the past 8 years. Right on the other side of these barricades is Mexico. The U.S. installed these barricades about 6 years ago, and since then, Border Patrol has seen less people driving through this area to get into the United States.
Those barricades help out a lot. The vehicles have a very hard time coming across.
Another change, a rise in deportations. As seen in this video, immigrants were able to simply return back to Mexico. Now that's not the case.
Everybody who comes across is going to be served with a removal, whether it be a expedited removal or a formal deportation, or if they have criminal history, even prosecutions.
According to the Department of Homeland Security, the Obama administration deported a record number of undocumented immigrants in 2013 at more than 438,000.
They're not born here.
But the changes have led to scenes like this. This summer, protesters in Murrieta stopped buses carrying undocumented immigrants from overcrowded facilities in Texas.
Thousands of people are being allowed into our country illegally, and we're coming out here to voice our objection against that.
In the buses were mostly women and children from Central America trying to escape gang violence, crime, and poverty in their home countries.
It's a sad sight. It's heartbreaking to see this happening coming from the land of opportunity.
Advocates say undocumented immigrants need to be treated humanely. Along some parts of the border, you'll see flags like this one, and next to them, these water stations. Inside the water stations, you'll see gallons of water that have been provided by an organization called the Border Angels. The Border Angels have been doing this for nearly 30 years. They say they want to stop unnecessary deaths in the desert. So while we may see changes in the faces and numbers of people trying to get to America illegally, one thing is clear: the problem has not yet been solved. At the U.S.-Mexico border, Gloria Rodriguez, KMIR News.
KMIR News at 6 starts now.
Hot Springs police are searching for a man who abducted and sexually assaulted a 10-year-old boy. KMIR's Giselle Puente is live in Desert Hot Springs right now with the very latest. Giselle?
Giselle, thank you very much. A similar situation in Palm Springs. A 15-year-old girl reported missing has been found, and Palm Springs police are now searching for the man they say abducted and sexually assaulted her. Police say the girl was reported missing by her parents after she did not return from a run. KMIR's Kitty Alvarado is live in Palm Springs right now with the details. Kitty?
The defense attorney for Christian Smith is John Patrick Dolan. He's also a legal analyst for KMIR News. In April, John Patrick Dolan filed for dismissal in the 3 counts of murder, saying the evidence against Smith did not firmly place him at the scene the night of the killings. A judge later denied that motion, and that leads us to today's decision. Again, all charges have been dropped, this because of a motion filed by an attorney defending the other suspect, Robert Pape. And with us today for an exclusive one-on-one interview is Mr. John Patrick Dolan. Welcome to you, John.
Good evening, Gloria.
So as we mentioned, Pape and Smith have been released, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily in the clear at this point, right?
There's no statute of limitations on murder.
Yeah, that's right. We are in sweeps right now,
like
actually.
November sweeps. So watch us.
I know. The other thing that we're in right now, Foodie Friday. It's Halloween,
Yum.
Foodie Friday, big weekend, and we have Castelli's Ristorante with us today. So we have Michael Castelli here, and we have Ryan Altman, and they will be at the Italian Festival this weekend. So you can go try out some of their food. Wow, you get your personal service here.
Yes. That's why I'm here every Friday, really.
Try out the good food.